You know what's mad? You know exactly what you should be doing, but you still don't do it. And by the end of this video, I can't guarantee I'm going to give you a bigger dick. I can't guarantee I'm going to make you a millionaire. But by the end of the video, I'm going to make you understand what's holding you back. And it might be the catalyst that helps change your life. So make sure you stay to the end, give it a like and subscribe if you want more. So here's the problem. You know you should train. You know you should eat better. You know you should get off your phone and stop scrolling. Apart from when you're watching my videos, of course. You know you should stop staying up late and watching absolute shite on your phone. You know you should stop reacting to stupid comments online. You know you should stop snapping at your missus because you're stressed. You know you should stop taking everything so personally. You know you should stop saying I'll start on Monday. And the annoying part is, it's not like you don't know, you do know. That's what makes it worse. You know, you actually know. And most lads aren't confused. They know what's not helping them, what's holding them back. They know the drink isn't helping. They know the scrolling isn't helping. They know the bad food isn't helping. They know the excuses aren't helping and fucking their life up. They know losing their head over nothing isn't helping them. But knowing doesn't change everything. If every day, in tiny little ways, you keep feeding the same version of yourself, and that's the bit nobody likes admitting. You're not always stuck because life is impossible or you have bad luck. Sometimes you're stuck because you keep feeding the part of you that you say you're trying to get fucking rid of. The lazy part, the angry part, the bitter part, the part of you that says, fuck it, I'll do it later or I'll sort it later. The part of you that wants comfort now, even if it costs you later long term. And there's an old parable that explains this better than I can, better than most modern self-help ever could. And it's the story of the two wolves. And you may have heard it before, but I'm going to tell you again, make sure you listen, because it might be what you need to hear. And the story goes like this. There's an old man speaking to a young boy, and the young boy is frustrated. He's angry, he's confused, he feels like there are two sides of him. One side of him wants to do better. One side of him knows he should be more disciplined. One side of him wants him to become stronger, calmer, more reliable, more useful, successful. But the other side of him keeps pulling him back. The other side of him wants to react. The other side of him wants to quit. The other side of him wants him to blame other people. The other side of him wants comfort. The other side of him wants him to do the easy things now and worry about the damage later down the line. And so the old man says to him, inside every man there are two wolves fighting, and one wolf is angry, bitter, jealous, lazy, resentful, full of excuses. It wants to blame everyone else. It wants to snap back. It wants the last word. It wants to prove a point. It wants to be comfortable. It wants to be right more than it wants to be better. And that wolf says, if you've had a bad day, you deserve to do nothing. You can start tomorrow. It's not your fault. Don't let him speak to you like that. Have another drink. Skip it today. Do it tomorrow. Reply to that comment. Put him in his place. And that wolf is loud. That wolf is emotional. And that wolf is convincing as well. And it always has a reason. And that's why that wolf is dangerous. It's a wolf you probably hear quite often. It never says, I'm here to ruin your life. It doesn't say it. It says, you deserve this. It says, just this once. It says, you've been through enough. It says, why should you be the bigger man? And it sounds like it's defending you, but really it's weakening you. It's evil. It's not what you want to hear. And so the old man says, but there's another wolf. And this wolf is disciplined, calm, brave, honest, patient, responsible. This wolf does not always feel good. In fact, very rarely does it feel good. It doesn't always feel exciting. It doesn't always give you that quick hit, but it builds something. And that wolf says, train anyway. Tell the truth. Keep your word. Walk away. Don't react like a fucking child. Get up. Do the hard thing. Stop lying to yourself. Sort it out now, not Monday. And that wolf is quieter. It doesn't fucking scream. It doesn't beg for attention. It doesn't give you 100 excuses. It just waits for you to choose it. And it's always there if you choose it. If you want it, it will be there. And so the young boy sits there and he thinks about it, and he asks the old man, which wolf wins? And the old man says, the one you feed. And that's the lesson today. The wolf you feed is the wolf that wins. And this is where most men fuck up. They think they can feed one wolf all fucking week and then expect the other wolf to show up when life gets serious. You can't feed all the fucking laziness all week and expect discipline to show up and save you on a Sunday. You can't feed the anger every fucking day and expect to be calm when the missus gives you a bit of shit. You can't feed the excuses for months on end and then magically expect confidence to appear, you know, or deal with like pressure when you need to step up to the plate. You can't sort of feed the comfort every night and then expect yourself to become some sort of tough, hard individual when it counts, because that's not how it works. You become what you repeatedly feed, not what you talk about, not what you post about, not what you believe, not what you used to fucking be, what you actually feed. And the scary part is this: you feed it in tiny ways every day. Every time you say I'll start Monday, you're feeding one wolf. You're feeding the first wolf. Every time you train, when you said you would, you train the second wolf. The wolf that wants you to be stronger. Every time you make an excuse, you feed one wolf. And every time you take responsibility, you feed the other. Every time you snap at someone because you're stressed, you feed one wolf. And every time you pause, breathe, and speak properly, you feed the other. And every time you sit on your phone 2 hours watching rubbish you don't even care about, you feed the one wolf. But every time you get up and do something useful, you feed the other. Every time you blame your past, your job, your ex, your parents, your stress, your luck, you feed one wolf. And every time you say, that might be true, but what am I going to do about it now? You feed the other. And that's the part men don't want to hear, because it removes the drama. It removes the excuses. It brings it back to the boring little choices you have to make every single day. You see, this mindset shift, it gives you the responsibility now. It's in your hands, because most men want the big transformation. They want the big comeback. They want the new identity. They want the moment where everything changes. But most of the time, your life doesn't change in one dramatic moment. It changes because you finally stop feeding the wrong fucking wolf. You stop feeding the part of you that is ruining your life, because that weak wolf inside you doesn't need much. It grows quickly. If you give it one skipped session, then two, then a full week, you give it one night of bad sleep and then another, then you give it an excuse and then another, then you give it one angry reaction and then another. Before long, that wolf is fucking not just visiting your house, it's running your house. And you still tell yourself you're a disciplined man, but your habits are telling the truth. You can still tell yourself you're calm, but your reactions are telling your truth. Like they're saying otherwise. You can still tell yourself you're ambitious, but your daily choices tell me otherwise. And that's the brutal thing about life. You can lie with your fucking words, but you can't lie with the patterns. Your patterns show you who you're feeding. I've seen this in fighting. I've seen lads who had all the talent, all the power, all the athleticism, all the ability, but they feed the wrong wolf. They feed the ego. They fed laziness. They fed excuses. They fed the idea that because they were naturally good, they didn't have to live properly. And then fight night came and pressure comes and a hard round comes, a bit of adversity comes, and then suddenly the wolf they'd been feeding shows up, the lazy one, the weak, pathetic one. Not the one they'd wished they had, the one they actually trained to have. And I've seen the opposite as well. Lads who weren't naturally gifted, they weren't the fastest, they weren't the strongest, but they kept showing up. They did the boring work. They kept their head in the game. They listened, they corrected. They didn't need to be seen. They didn't need to talk about it every 5 fucking minutes. And then when pressure came, they had something to lean on, because they'd been feeding the right wolf for months. And that's how life works. The pressure moment doesn't create the man. It exposes the man you already are. When you're tired, then you find out who you've been feeding. When you're angry, you find out who you've been feeding. When you're stressed, you find out who you've been fucking feeding. When someone disrespects you, you find out who you've been feeding. When life gets hard, you don't suddenly become someone else. You reveal who has been getting stronger in the background, and this is why discipline matters. Not because you're trying to be perfect, not because you need to become some boring fucking robot who never enjoys anything, but because every choice is a vote. Every choice feeds something, and either it makes you easier to break or harder to kill. So here's what I'd like you to do. If you actually want to use this at the end of every day, I want you to ask yourself one simple question. Which wolf did you feed today? Not in theory, not in your fantasy fucking land, not in the fantasy version of yourself. In your actual fucking day, did I feed excuses, or did I feed standards? Did I feed anger or control? Did I feed comfort or discipline? Did I feed distraction or purpose? Did I feed the man I say I want to become, or did I feed the man I keep complaining about? And don't make it complicated. You don't need a 20-page fucking journal. You don't need a new productivity app. You don't need another podcast. You just need honesty. Look at your day. Call it what it is. That choice fed weakness. That choice fed discipline. Which one? That choice fed anger. That choice fed control. That choice made me easier to move. That choice made me harder to kill. And here's the other thing. When you actually mess up, correct it fast, because that's a massive mistake. Because the weak wolf loves a spiral. The one session then becomes a one week. You eat badly once and then you fucking eat shit the whole day. You react badly once and then the whole night you're fucking angry at everyone. Being a mature bastard for the whole fucking day. You have one bad morning and then you use it as an excuse to ruin the whole fucking day. That's how men lose ground. Not from one mistake, but letting one mistake become a permission to feed the wrong wolf. The disciplined man corrects it fast. He doesn't pretend he's perfect. I don't want you to be fucking perfect. I just want you to correct it, notice it, and fix it. Be self-aware about it now. The man you want to be doesn't sit there crying about it. He just says, what was the wrong call? Was that the wrong wolf I fed? And then he feeds the right one. That's it. You snap to someone, own it, apologise. Sort your shit out. Feed the right wolf. You skip the training session, good. Don't turn it into a fucking personality crisis. Train tomorrow. Fuck up and just do it tomorrow. Just fix it. Don't be a victim about it. Feed the right wolf. Next. Simple. Don't waste the fucking day. Feed the right wolf. You ate like shit. Fine. Next meal. Sort it out. You can do it. It's a decision. It is that easy. It is a decision you get to make every moment of every single day. But it takes work. It's easy. It's simple. And it sounds simple, and it is. But it's not fucking easy, because people don't want to do it. That's how you build control, not by being perfect, but by correcting faster than the weaker version of you can take over. So the takeaway is simple. Number one, stop pretending your small choices are small. They're not. They are food. And they are training the wolf you don't want. They are votes for the man you are becoming. And if you don't want to become a lazy fucking piece of shit, then stop voting and feeding that wolf. Number two, stop waiting to feel motivated. The good wolf does not need motivation. It just needs feeding. So do the thing because you want to make that wolf stronger. And by doing the action, you make the wolf stronger. And it will eventually, it'll be just natural for you to do the shit you don't want to do right now. Trust me. Think I want to go to the fucking gym every day? Fuck off. Do I fuck? Number three, correct fast. You're not going to be fucking perfect, boys. No one is. But what you can do is correct fast. One bad choice is a mistake. 10 fucking bad choices is you feeding it and being a fucking mong. Number four, pay attention to what comes out when you're under pressure, because that tells you what you're feeding in private, alright? So when you're snapping under pressure, you probably need to do a bit more work, okay? We all do. Listen, if you've listened this far, do me a favour, comment below with the word wolf if you know exactly which side of you know you need to stop feeding. Let me know below if you're on board. If you want more lessons and stories and parables, hard truths and coaching just like this, make sure you subscribe to the channel, trying to build it up.